So very good morning students. So in the previous class actually we discussed about a refractive index and as well as absolute refractive index also finished. Let us coming to the point is in this refractive index of a glass, one problem I am telling. The refractive index of a glass with respect to a water is, it is 9/8 is given. Glass with respect to water is 9/8 and the velocity and the wavelength of a light is, velocity and wavelength of a light in a glass, that is given Vg is equal to 2 into 10 power 8 meter per second, and wavelength is given it is 4000 angstroms. So that the velocity of a water question mark as well as the velocity of a wavelength in the water is asking. So there is actually light is propagating from water to glass. So that the water to glass is nothing but the given is mu g by mu water. So that it is 9/8. Mu g by mu water is equal to 9/8. Therefore Vw by Vg, that is water in a velocity in a water by water in a glass. So that is 9/8 is given. So that here given as Vg is given 2 into 10 power 8 meter per second and mu double, I mean to say wavelength in a glass is 4000 angstroms is given. Is asking one is velocity of a water and the wavelength of a water is asking. So that directly we can take from here. Here it is actually we know water with respect to glass is equal to Vw by Vg. Here the given is 9/8, right? In this case you take directly Vw is asking Vw, no? Here we know Vg is given, no? Therefore you write Vw by Vg is given as 2 into 10 power 8 is equal to 9/8. So in a water, that is 2 into 10 power 8 into 9 by, it is like this, 2 ones 2 4. So Vw is equal to 9/4 into 10 power 8. In a water, the speed of the light will be 9/4 into 10 power 8 meter per second. So this is will be water velocity of a water in a, I mean to say velocity of a water. So now let us, we have to find again is also asking wavelength also is asking. So that you say it is 9/8 is equal to, in terms of wavelength if I want to say, therefore it is again glass with respect to water is equal to, which we can write like this, W by, it is V, glass is equal to 9/8. So however is asking V lambda W, no, 9/8 it is. So here given is lambda in a glass is given, W by 4000 it is equal to 9/8. So it is equal to 9 into 4000 by 8. So you simplify, it is approximately we may get the 4000 angstroms. So this is one question related to lambda water. One is lambda, I mean velocity of a water is 9/4 into 10 power 8 and the wavelength of a water, wavelength in a water is 4500 angstroms. So this is the question related to refractive index of a given a materials to be like this. Let us, we'll move to the next one. So there is another question is there in this ray optics principle, I mean to say in refraction, in a refraction principle of reversibility. There is a question, principle of reversibility. Sir, what is mean by principle of reversibility? Very simple. When a light ray is propagating from one medium to another medium, we can say principle of reversibility. See, here it's, you take a, like it is separating the two mediums. It is a medium 1 and this is a medium 2, right? So there is a normal is drawn when there is a light ray is propagating like this, and here it is enters into a next medium, and in front of this ray, the refracted ray, there is a one mirror is placed. This is the mirror is, you say mirror 1. So that when light is incident on the mirror, clear? So you say X normal, like Y, and it is a Z, the ray which is going, and it is M. So actually which making an angle like this. So it is propagating from A medium to B medium, you say. Therefore the ray which is incident at a normal, which making an angle X, Y, N. And after that it is refracted into the next medium and it is a incident on the plane mirror. Therefore the light is reflected back like this. This is we can call as the principle of reversibility. According to the principle of reversibility, the light ray which is propagating B with respect to A, B with respect to A is equal to sine of the angle of incident. You take as X, Y, N. The angle will be X, x, y, n by, and it is reverse, the light is reversed, no, so that you say sign of refraction will be angle of z, y, m. Z, y, m is the, it is b with respect to a. When light is propagated from a medium to b medium, then again it is when it is incident on the plane mirror, again the light is reflected back, no, therefore you say it is propagating from b with respect to a. That is, the light is propagating from b to a, that is the letter, first letter indicates the light propagation. Here also first letter indicates a light propagation started from here and it is ended into this medium. Now it is started from b and it is ended into the next medium. Again you write a sign of angle of incident, right? That is z, y, m. You say z, y, m by sign of angle of, again it is, you say x, y, n. See, this is the principle of reversibility, no? So we can write like this, it is a with respect, I mean to say a with respect to b, then you write here 1 by sign of x, y, n by, here you say sign of z, y, m. Clear? So there it is, actually we have x, y, n by sign of z, y, m is nothing but a b, that is means to say a with respect to b. So that the light is a, b, that is b with respect to a is equal to 1 by, we can write here a with respect to b. This is will be propagation of light, or we can also say it is a with b with respect to a is equal to 1 by, it is like this. This is we can call as the principle of reversibility. The light is it is reversed when there is some plane mirrors are there, we can say it is a principle of reversibility. And we should know about a principle of reversibility, because in the next coming classes this is very, very important. Principle of reversibility, light is propagating from a to b, and which is a refractant to the next medium, and in that medium there is a one plane mirror is placed. Because of the mirror, the light is reflected along the same path. So that according to the principle of reversibility, light is propagating from a to b and it is ended into the b with b to a. It is reflected from the b to a, it is propagated from a to b and it is reflected from b to a. That is a reciprocal, we can say. This is about a principle of reversibility. Clear? And coming to the next one, apparent depth. Actually these all concepts are given in the Telugu Academy textbook. Of course here it is not required to read the questions, but we should know what is given in a Telugu Academy, right? So next one, actually apparent depth. You say apparent depth. So which we can say apparent depth is nothing but a. See, in this case we have two cases. One case is when object is apparent depth, in the sense is when object is placed in the denser medium, that you say usually water, in a denser medium. Then the observer is in the rarer medium. When the observer is observing the image of the object which is placed in the denser medium. Best example I'll tell you. We can also common experience, we can say like this. Suppose you take a one plain glass. In this glass there is a water is placed like this. So you take a one pencil or a scale. So you keep in the like this. Pencil is placed in the water like this. Suppose if we see this pencil, therefore the image will be shifted up like this. The image will get like this. So the image is nothing but there is a shift. Because of the refractive index of the medium, the image will be shifted up. The shift we can call as the apparent shift. In general, of object, if you see the object from the top, therefore the object height is, it is you can say some A, O or something. The image will be shifted to like this. From this you can say apparent depth. This we can call apparent depth and this we can call apparent shift. So when we see the outside, from the outside, therefore the image will be like it is the pencil will be lifted up, like that will get. The ray will come from there. So that if observer is somewhere else, like if he sees like this, therefore we'll get the image will be like this. So the same situation now I am explaining related to that only. There is a apparent depth. So the question will be like that. I'll explain you in a mathematical way. The object in the denser medium, you write here object in the denser medium, right? Object in the denser medium, and the observer in the radar medium, if the observer in the radar medium, but object is a denser medium. Let us, I'll draw the diagram, carefully check. Suppose there is a given like this, it is a separating the medium, you say A and B, or else you give some separating medium, it is there is a normal is drawn, clear, and the ray actually object is at a depth, it is in a denser medium, you say this is the denser, and it is in a radar medium, this is you say mu1 and this is you say mu2. So the ray is propagating from mu1 to mu2, or you say air it is, something you say water it is. So denser in the sense water, the object is placed at a O and there is an A, it is a normal point, so that observer is observing somewhere else like this. So is seeing the object like this. Suppose the object is at a point A, no? Therefore the ray which is goes along a like normal OA, something you take as a some D, the ray which goes like this, OAD, the ray which goes straight, not only straight, this ray will go in all directions, no? Then you take a one line, the ray which may be incident at a normal like this. So this is the ray of light which observer is observing when the object is in the denser medium, so that the image will be shifted up and there may be, you may get the rays which is reflected back like this, and the image which may comes from this like this, it is like this, so that you can observe a image to be like this. So that I will give you the angles on the basis of the diagram. You look at here, the angles are given, this is the incident rays and this is the refracted ray, as well as it is also incident ray, and coming to the image, no, the total depth will be x, there will be a shift and the refraction is taken, this is also refraction angle. So this point is you say B. Now we have to find the both apparent depth as well as we should get the apparent shift also. Depth will be this, apparent depth this, and the shift will be this. So that apparent depth and apparent shift. So you take two triangles from this, one you take a sine angle, sine I is equal to from the triangle, otherwise you write here from triangle AIB, from the triangle sine I, its opposite, you say AB by this AI. So this is you say sine I, no? In general angles are very small, so we can also take it is equal to tan I also, no problem, because it is otherwise you say tan I first, then it is almost equal to sine I, because angles are very small. You take a tan R, next angle tan R, that is here R is there, that is from triangle you write like this, from triangle OAB, from triangle OAB, that is again AB by this is AI, I mean to say AO. So again tan R, angles are very small, so that you say sin R. So the sin R is equal to AB by AO. This you say equation 1 and it is you say equation 2. From this apparent depth, once you look at the diagram, because the object is initially at a depth x, but the image, actually the rays are coming like from here. So this is the image distance, apparent shift it is. So that you equal this, actually you divide with sin I by sin R like this. Sin I is AB by, you say AI, by it is AB by AO. So AB cancel, therefore sin I by sin R is equal to, it is AO by AI. In this sin I by sin R is nothing but, we know Snell's law, the ray of light is propagating from one medium to another medium. According to the Snell's law, mu is equal to sin I by sin R. So that mu is equal to AO by AI. So look at here, AO is nothing but that is the original depth, and here AI is nothing but apparent depth. So that you say AI is equal to A naught by mu. Here AI in the sense is, you write here apparent depth is equal to AO by mu. Sir, what is AO? AO is nothing but a real depth. So that you say x apparent is equal to x real by mu. This is about a apparent depth when the object is at a distance x. Therefore, the image is shifted to I. This is the depth we can call apparent depth. Clear? As usual, we have to find the apparent shift also. So for this, apparent shift will be, you say this is the shift, no? So that here you write IO, we should get an IO, this is the shift, apparent shift. So usually you subtract from total and this, then we'll get the shift in the image. So that here AO, OI is equal to, you write here OA minus AI. Yes, here AI is nothing but a, we know, or apparent this one depth. So AO is nothing but a, you say x minus, you write here AI is nothing but a apparent depth, you know, x apparent it is. So that apparent shift will be, it is x minus, x apparent is nothing but a x real by mu. This is about a shift. Apparent shift will be like this. So from this, yeah is equal to, suppose you you take a common x, because x also real, no? So that the shift will be apparent shift IO is equal to, you take a common x, 1 minus 1 by mu. This is will be the shift. Will be the shift. So shift is equal to, IO is equal to x of 1 minus 1 by mu. Okay. So this is about a apparent depth. And tell you one more also. Suppose if the bird is above the water surface, the bird is observing the fish inside the water. When a bird is observing the fish, therefore that image it look like, say, some it is up. That we can call shift. See, if the bird is observing the fish inside the water, then the image, because of the shift, that because the ray were come from the somewhere up, so that the bird is estimate the wrong, because it is shifted up, no? Then he cannot catch the fish. That's what it is very very important related to apparent depth and as well as apparent shift. Clear? And here I'll tell you one more also, this related to apparent depth and real depth. There is a one graph is there, you remember, apparent depth is directly proportional to, very simple, apparent depth is directly proportional to real depth. Suppose mu is the refractive index of a medium. Of course, refractive index of a medium is constant. You take a medium for refractive index is constant. Therefore, what happens? It is x apparent is directly proportional to real. So here you write graph. You take a graph, that is from their expression, graph you draw like this. X apparent is directly proportional to x real. So the graph is drawn, x apparent is taken and x real is taken, which represented as a straight line. So it is represented as the slope, that is a theta. So that the tan theta, slope of the graph is equal to x apparent by x real, we can, right? So this is the graph related to the apparent and the real depth. Clear? So which we can take in like this, which is very very important. Suppose sometimes he may give you also some 2-3 mediums are given. On this basis we can also take some 2-3 mediums. If I take a 2-3 mediums, also we can write like that only, you add all. Clear? If you add all like this, say I'll give you some other also. If there are 2-3 mediums are given, therefore based on that we can take like this. If there are 2-3 mediums, you draw like this. I'll show you the diagram also. Suppose apparent depth due to object to composite, that is the given as like 2-3 mediums. You take a one medium it is, and it is a medium 1, and you take medium 2, like you take medium 3 and medium 4. There is an x1 distance, this is you take x2, this is you say x3, this is you say x4. Therefore the composite slab is, that we can say if there are a number of mediums are given, therefore you say object is placed at a point O like this. Then there will be a shift is, that is xa is equal to apparent depth will be, you say x1 by mu1 plus x2 by mu2 plus x3 by mu3 plus x4 by mu4 and so on we can. So what will be the shift that you say apparent shift will be? It is an apparent depth. If there are number of mediums are given like this, then your apparent shift will be that is you say here S is equal to shift, no, already we know that you write 1 minus mu 1 x1 plus 1 minus mu 2, add all this shifts. So 1 minus mu 3 and x3 plus 1 minus mu 4 x4 and so on. Like this we can take. So this is pure related to objective examinations that NEET and MCET, those who are attending for the examinations like this. Clear? Because it is there in the objective point also very important. Clear? So this is for what? It is about a when object is placed in the rarer medium, in a denser medium, then the observer in the rarer medium, therefore there will be a shift is like this, apparent shift as well as the apparent depth. If there are 2-3 mediums are given, we can take it like this. If a one medium is there, that is already we know, that is directly we can say apparent depth is equal to x by mu, that is real depth by refractive index of a medium. Suppose if shift is asking, therefore shift will be equal to 1 minus 1 by mu into x, that is we can call as the shift, apparent shift it is. Clear? So this is related to apparent depth and it is related to some examples. Is it okay? And here you remember, on this basis in our material also 1-2 problems are there. Right away I'll tell you in the next class, that problems I'll discuss in the next class. Right. So I'll tell you one problem on the basis of this apparent depth related question. Right here there is a question on the basis of this apparent depth. Look at the problem. So this problem is given, a tank is filled with a water to a height of 12.5 centimeter. So the example 57 page number from material, it is an example or exercise problem 2.3. So there will be given a tank is filled with a water. See, one tank is given like this, it is filled with a water, right? Water height 12.5 centimeter. The height of the water is given 12.5 centimeter. This is completely filled with the water, you say it is water. And the apparent depth of the needle is lying at the bottom of a tank is measured by the microscope to be 2.4 apparent depth. You remember, apparent depth is given. Here it is a real, you say x real it is, and there will be x apparent is given as the needle is lies at a 2.4 centimeter. This is will be like there is a needle is placed at the bottom of a tank is measured by the microscope is to be 2.4 centimeter. What is the refractive index of a water? And if the water is replaced by a liquid refractive index of 1.63 up to the same height, what is the distance up to microscope have to move to focus the needle again? So the question is asking what is the refractive index of a water is asking. When the water is used, no, is asking this. There is a direct question, direct formula is there. X actually we know x apparent is equal to, that is x real by, you say mu. Yes, we can take directly formula, no? Just now we derived this expression. Therefore you say mu is equal to I mean to say apparent depth by refractive index of a water actual depth by, that is real depth by apparent depth. So that you say mu is equal to x real by x apparent. So refractive index of a water will be like this. X real is given as 12.5 by x apparent is given 2.4. So you simplify this, then we'll get the water is equal to approximately 5.208. See, this is the water when needle is placed at the bottom by using the microscope. Therefore, the refractive index of a water is to be 5.208. Clear? And here other is given in this. If water is replaced with liquid, right? Now the liquid of refractive index is given as in the question 1.63. Now the microscope is to be moved, that is asking apparent depth. X apparent is equal to question mark. There will be x apparent is equal to x real by, you say, mu. So that x apparent is equal to x real, that is 12.5 by mu is will be the 1.63. Then x apparent in the liquid will be approximately 7.668. So how much should be moved? Then you subtract these two. Therefore the microscope should be moved. When you subtract these two, then the microscope should be moved in the 5.26 distance. That's all, because we know 2.4 is the original is there. Then you subtract these two, 2.4, 7.668 minus 2.4, original no it is. Then we'll get the approximately 5.26. This is the related to apparent depth one question. Clear? This is the apparent depth and one example problem also from our material 57 page number and 2.3 exercise problem. So thank you very much. We'll see you in the next class. Thank you.